Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Friday, May 23rd, 2025. Pre-market report, a lot of stuff to talk about. Stick around to the end because I'm going to make an announcement. Nothing too dramatic, but it's just something I think you guys and girls should know anyway. Let's do this. Right now, the setup for the stock market is not good. Stock futures are down across the board. It doesn't look nice, at least at the open here. You got the dollar this morning getting crushed. The 10-year yield around 4.5%. Cryptocurrencies under pressure. Gold and silver doing well this morning. I mean, look, man, you already know this. Expect volatility. Like we can't even believe moving forward again. We have a situation here where nothing is real. It doesn't make sense anymore. Oceans and oceans and oceans of debt. It's a time bomb that the market is sitting on, the economy is sitting on, and you are sitting on it as well. It's going to go off, and dominoes are falling. Specifically, three more dominoes have just picked up speed in their fall into the pit. And we're going to talk about that. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's just start off with that right now. People, this is in your inbox right now. For those of you that do subscribe to my free newsletter, link in the description of this video. People, do you recall you and I covering, I don't know, about a million times, how they are going to do things to us, the real puppeteers, not the presidents or the world leaders, because they're just mouthpieces. They don't do a damn thing. It's the real puppeteers, and you know who they are because we outline them, we name them right here on this blog. I'm not afraid of anything. So with that, let's talk about what's happening. You and I have discussed over and over and over again how they are going to do things to us that we cannot even imagine, things of nightmares. Every possible way that they can inflate the debt is going to be utilized to allow the central banks, in this case, to increase their stranglehold on every single one of us here. And what's being thrown in our face right now is so blatantly obvious that I think people actually, they don't even know what to do with themselves. Look, this is not a partisan issue. This is what's happening, and it's not what it appears to be. Because again, if you look back on what you and I have spoken about, go back as far as you want to go, people, to say that I, have nailed this to the wall, I mean, it's an understatement of the century. But that doesn't mean that we're any smarter than anybody. We're just paying attention. We're raising our awareness, and more importantly than that, we're reconnecting with the source. Reconnecting with the source is the key, all right? It will allow you to open your eyes to see what's happening to you. And unfortunately, people are leading themselves, or it's not even that they're being led anymore. They're leading themselves to their own destruction. And what's happening here today, right now, is so in our face, it's so blatantly obvious that again, it sparked. I've been up since about 4 a.m. 4 a.m. I can't sleep. Can't sleep anymore. I don't know. Maybe I got to start meditating or something. I don't know. But this is in your inbox again, as I said. I'm going to cover this with you so you can understand. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here. If you've been with me for any length of time, what I'm going to say here, you already knew it. But for those of you that are new here, maybe you didn't. So, Lions, there are now three falling faster dominoes simultaneously, and the whole system is coming down. It's a very dark hand moving these dominoes. And I think most of you are well aware of what I'm talking about. Look, let me just read through this. And I don't want to change your mind. I don't want you guys to think like I'm thinking unless you can understand and see what this actually is. Most people can't. They have been lulled again into a sense of I don't know what it is, a learned helplessness, maybe. They can't. They feel like the system is going to somehow save them. I don't know what it is, but it's not a positive force. So let's talk. So Lions, this new, and I put a link here so you can click to what's actually in this $3.8 trillion tax and spending bill. I would urge you guys to look it over for yourselves. Understand what's in it and what's not in it as well. But what it really comes down to is some very basic concepts. And I've outlined it for you here, what it really is, what it really means. And it shouldn't be a surprise to you, again, if you've been with me for any length of time, because we have said they're going to do things you can't believe to allow the system to inflate. And this here is a key component of it all. And maybe this will wake some of you up to understand that we're not saving anything here. All this happening is the system is becoming more toxic to all of us. It's rotting faster, and we're being destroyed from within, not just here in the United States, but every so-called developed nation around the world being forced to exist under the rulership of a central bank. They're the puppet masters, but they're not the real puppet masters. The real puppet masters are layers above them, and it all comes down to, I guess, one real puppet master. But again, let's do this. So, sorry I'm going on here, but it's just too important to lay the groundwork out. So, this new $3.8 trillion tax and spending bill, right off the bat, I got a typo here. Don't worry about it. Just the point is still here. So, this has now set 3 falling simultaneously dominoes, and they are coming down faster. The world is watching the U.S. monetize its own destruction. And the BRICS nations, they're laughing. They're laughing at what they're seeing here. Now, let's stop. I actually wrote that. Stop. Lions. What I am going to outline here is basic economics and finance. My point here is this. If we know what I'm about to cover here, do you really believe that they don't know, that President Trump doesn't know, that our legislators or whoever they may be over there, you think they don't know this as well? This is basic stuff. This is not even advanced levels of economics and finance. So let's talk about this. So now, let's start off with what this $3.8 trillion tax and spend bill really is. It's debt monetization on a massive scale, disguised as governance, and they're selling to you with this a big, beautiful bill. Really, at least they're telling you it's a big bill. It's epic. It's absolutely freaking monstrous. And they're telling you it is. It's a big, but they're also throwing in beautiful. That's what they do to you. It's a play on words. It's a psychological attack. You understand? It's all a psychological attack. When you guys and girls wake up just a little bit, you'll start to see things in a whole new light. I don't know another way to put this to you. So anyway, so it's debt monetization on a massive scale designed as governance. Now, does that ring true to you? I actually wrote this. Of course it does. Why? Because people know the truth when they hear it. Moving on. Borrowing costs are surging on the back of this U.S. debt downgrade that our lovely, illustrious Scott Bessent is saying, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Okay, I guess he's smarter than Greg Mannarino. I personally think the man is very, very smart, but he's a deceiver. He's a deceiver on a grand scale. Why do you think he was selected here, chosen to have that position? Because he's a truth teller or because he's a deceiver? It's pretty obvious, at least to me. If I'm wrong on that, please correct me. So borrowing costs are surging on the back of this U.S. debt downgrade. So what do? They pile on another 3.8 trillion more debt. Go ahead, make that up. This is systemic euthanasia, and it's not going to stop. Does that sound familiar to you? Because I've been telling you this go back as far as you want to go. The U.S. is being destroyed from within, along with every other developed nation on this planet. So what's the common denominator? It's the puppeteers. And it isn't even the central banks. It's the overlords above them, the untouchables of the untouchables. I'm talking about the BIS, the IMF. That's really well, it isn't. The real puppeteer is singular. I think you guys and girls, I hope we're on the same page with this. Anyway, look, the true cost, three dominoes now falling faster. And I'm going to outline this to you. And again, people, I want you to keep in mind what I'm saying here. This is basic economics and finance. It's 101. So if we know this, they know it too. And that should tell you something, at least I hope so. So the true cost, three dominoes now falling faster. Number one, this 3.8, this massive, historic 3.8 trillion tax and spending bill. Okay. This means number one, faster dollar devaluation. Every dollar borrowed equals another dollar printed into existence. This bill, layered on top with existing deficits, pushes foreign debt holders, I left the word out, unfortunately, okay, causes them to flee. Result, the dollar loses more purchasing power rapidly. Does that make sense to you? Let's stop right there. Of course it does. Now, this then causes import prices to surge and nations begin to trade outside the US dollar system. So what does that mean? US dollar de-dollarization accelerates. People, this is extremely basic stuff. We know it. They know it too. So obviously there's something else happening. Number two, the economy, real versus illusion. This money, cash, capital, whatever it is, created out of nothing, is not productive capital. It's not building sustainable engines. Instead, it's flooding the system with more debt. It's flooding the system with more debt. The economy becomes even more zombified as output weakens. The fallout, what have we been saying? Small businesses are being erased. The middle class is being systematically eradicated. So the fallout, right here as I wrote, small businesses crumble under distorted pricing and unstable supply chains and productivity declines. Number three, the middle class already targeted for elimination, this worsens, this accelerates. As inflation rises, because this bill is massively inflationary. Why isn't anyone telling you that? Why isn't a single person telling you that? Maybe there are other YouTubers. I am sure they are because they get it. But why is not a single politician telling you this? Why is it that central bankers are silent right now? Can anyone explain this to me? Because I'm not that smart. You're all smarter than me. So tell me what I'm missing here. So number three, the middle class is targeted already for elimination worsens. As inflation rises, the middle class absorbs the full brunt. Yes, it's true. Wages lag behind rising prices, housing becomes more unaffordable, and credit dependency grows. Slavery to the system. Am I on track here, people? Let me know, because I work so hard on this stuff, and you can tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I am wrong. I would appreciate it. Tell me what I'm missing here, because it's my job to get it right. So if I'm not getting it right, I want you guys and girls to tell me. So here's the end result. The end result is Babylon feeds on itself. This bill is not about saving the economy, because that's what they're trying to tell you. It's a big, fat, beautiful bill. But they're not telling you the ugliness of it here. So this bill is not about saving the economy. It's not about saving anything. It pulls trillions of dollars of more debt into the system, exactly as you and I said would happen. Come on, man. And it's not going to stop until they have us on our knees begging for a new system, destroyed from within. You really cannot see it yet. There are some, believe me, read through the comments, that are going to do everything in their power to try to convince you that what I've said here is a deception. They're the deception. And again, I am willing to sit here and be criticized. Tell me where I got this wrong, and I will revise this entire thing. I will rewrite it with the corrections that you guys and girls feel that I am missing here. But this is exactly what you and I said would happen. People to stuff up nightmares. And if you think they're done, here, they're not done. They're not done, because again, these are just pieces on a chessboard being moved around, including the President of the United States. They're every nation. They're puppets. They're being puppetized by the puppeteers. And you know who the puppeteers are, because we talked about it. So is Greg just out to lunch? Greg doesn't know what he's talking about. Greg should take this hat off and put on a tinfoil one. Tell me, because I am willing to learn. All right, but I think pretty honestly that we've nailed this to the wall. The dominoes are falling, people. They're falling faster, and now we got three. We got three dominoes that were already falling, now being pushed by a dark force faster. Look at the thumbnail of this video here. I think that pretty much says it all. Big shout out to my wife. She's amazing with these things. Anyway, guys, listen. You think I got this right? Are we on the same page with this or no? All right, so look, I got an announcement here for you. You're probably, well, look, man, I need this. I rarely take any time off. This video is going to be the last one I am going to do until next Sunday. Yes, until next Sunday here. I need a break. I'm going to take some time off. Now, if you're interested at all in seeing what I do during this time off, I'm going to post on Instagram probably every day. There is a link in the description of this video to Instagram. I'm going on a nice little trip here, and I'm going to keep all of you guys on top of what's happening. And if you want to, I mean, you get to see a little of what's going on outside this room here. And sometimes you guys and girls follow me with my drag racing. So anyway, I hope to see you guys over there on the Instagram. I will read through the comments as well. So anyway, listen to me, guys. I love you all with all I got from my spirit, with all I am. All right. Yes, I do have some concern about not being here for over a week. Again, you're not going to see me on Sunday for my Marcus to Look Ahead. You're not going to see me later today for my wrap up. This is going to be it. All right, this is it for me until next Sunday, not this Sunday, the one after that. So please take care of each other, people. We need each other more than ever. We need to reconnect with the source here. We need to open our eyes. We have to stand together in unity for what is happening to us all. This is not a partisan issue, what I just discussed. I am not calling out anyone. I didn't even. It's not what I meant to do here. If you took that as a partisan issue, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I want you to free yourself from the chain, the blue chain or the red chain that you are now willingly wearing. Take it off. Free yourself from the Babylon system. Start to take action. What kind of action can you take? Share the video. Get it out there. Comment this in your inbox. If you think I got it right, share it. If you think I got it wrong, I guess don't. But if you think this is pretty much what we've been saying now for many, many years, and we're actually seeing it happen, please share this stuff. This is how we make a difference. You and I here, okay, brick by brick, falsehood by falsehood, lie by lie, deception by deception. We are taking down Babylon. We are lighting Babylon on fire. That's exactly what we're doing here. And I really hope you guys and girls will join me in this mission that's bigger than all of us in my view here. You think I got this right? Honestly, people, bring it in. Right, this is how we leave off every Friday. You're not going to see me later again. You're not going to see me Sunday. You're not going to see me until next Sunday. Please, during this time, ready? Love each other, care about each other, and be charitable to each other. We have to come together. We have to unify. People, I believe this with every fiber of who I am. We could punch holes brick by brick, lie by lie, deception by deception in Babylon. But we got to do this together. It's the only way. It's the only way. Sound right? I'm going to miss you guys massively, all right, for this time off. But I really, really need to do this. I need some time off to clear my head, to reconnect with the source even more so, okay? And that's all. I feel bad kind of closing the video because I love you guys. I really, really do. But I hope you got something out of this. I want to hear from you. And we got this. We know what we're doing and we know why we're doing it. Everything we've been talking about here, betting against the system, becoming our own central banks, getting out of the fiat system. This, and again, man, we're being thrust into a new system, this crypto system here, only a bridge to the full tokenization and maximum control. I think most of you see it. I really, really do. But some still can't. They refuse out of fear, out of their alignment. If they feel that they're not. Look, man, this isn't about this isn't about the red versus the blue. This is about you and I coming together no matter where you are. Okay, we must unify. I don't know another way to say this again. With that, I'm going to let you go. Love you all. I'll see you soon. Follow me on Instagram. Link in the description of this video. And I think there's going to be some fun stuff there for you, all right? And, well, that's all. Take care of each other, all right? That's all.